Alright, here's the video for this week from Sean's Travels. It is the Trillium Trail on Base Borden. Don't usually get a chance to stop here because I'm usually going home. But this time we have a dinner engagement in town at 5:30. So here I am getting pictures of the trail. Now, walking's on one side, biking's on the other. However, there is also the ever so lovable pine tree trail. Of course, that parallels the road, so you know where that would go. And of course, there's the hydro line section, which is like the one in Deep River, except it had the swamp on the other side of the trails. And you can see all this. And I'm sure that hydro line section is perhaps for the people walking, or maybe it's a running track or something. So there you go. There's one. And going the other way. There you go. That's so fascinating. Look, it says, you can't go that way? Well, maybe not by a vehicle. You can't go that way? Well, maybe by car or walking. Fascinating. And then, of course, this trail that goes deeper into the woods. So I'm going to wait until I see a crosswalk. And, of course, this the rain has stopped for now. Look at that. It's almost like the pine tree is wearing a hat of some sort. There, that's a better view. And yes, it's beginning to get dark. Alright, here's another cross trail. I said I'd wait until I got to an intersection. For the most part, I did. You can see how that looks a bit more like a managed forest. And it still amazes me how much lighter the display is on my phone than it is to my eye. I'm trying to get over here so I can see the long distance trail. Just, there you go. Yeah, it's almost like a bit of logging and stuff. And there's back where we came from. So it'll be a rather short video this week, but might as well release the recent ones. And there you go, you see the pine trees meeting. And all the leaves and needles covering the trail. I think I found another intersection without trying. Look, there's a trail. And there's a trail. Now that one heads deeper into the base. This one heads towards Angus. And that one looks like it's going to end. So let's just go up to the bend in that one and then decide which way to go. Look, BFT, the markings. So if you do the first loop, it's 1.5 kilometers in. If you do the second loop, 11.5. And if memory serves, the BFT is still 13 kilometers long. So this is kind of like Base Kingston, where it had a trail. Now, is that actually a trail? Yes, it is. So I might go back that way just briefly. The rain has picked up. That's why I'm holding the phone edge on, so I don't get it on the lens. Okay. So the trail winds its way along, deeper into the base. And if my memories from 11 years ago are correct, somewhere beyond the base gym is this exact same trail that we went for jogs during PT class, gym class. I remember that. Ooh, that's a unique looking stump. Look at that. It's almost like a fingers of a hand pointing up. Almost like the mittens in Monument Valley. And speaking of Monument Valley, I've already done the Utah Parks Part 1. I think it was Arches I might have done. So I could perhaps do the Utah Day 2, which was the drive from Moab down to Monument Valley, which includes Valley of the Gods. In fact, I've already picked out the thumbnail. And I hope to go back there maybe in the summer of 26. You know, once I've bought a house, I'm saving up to the down payment so I can buy a house. And the trail curved again, as you see. So let's go along. There you go. So let's go along this trail for a bit. It's only 4:19. We still have 70 minutes before we have to be at the dinner, and I can explore different areas of the Angus community between now and then. You can see some trail signs down there, the white spots on the trees in the center of your screen. Fascinating seeing the all the leaves down and nothing but a trail of... It's kind of hard to make out the leaves, except it's the only place with no undergrowth. And there's some few brownish orange leaves still hanging about. And you can see all the conifers along the outer edge, of course. Now, these forests here, where you can see much more of the undergrowth, I mean, you can see a lot further without the undergrowth in the way. That's what's reminding me a lot of the Latvia base. And look over there. There's some kind of meadow beyond the trail. I don't know if I can get to it or not. Correction, I don't think that's a meadow. I think those are bulrushes, which are still almost as green as they would be in the summer. Look at that. Yeah. Here's a good close-up view. Big trees and everything. Oh, that's quite a angle. Look at that. We're not too far from mechanics. I only had to drive a few hundred meters to get here. But this is quite nice. The trails and the tree trunks and everything. One's gray, one's brown, with the beautiful leaves that are much more orange in person than they are to my eye. I mean, much more orange on the phone screen. And now the leaves have given way to pine needles on the trail. And here's a beautiful moss-colored log. So we're getting more into leaves and trees again. The trail doesn't seem to be ending though, but I bet it goes almost the entire circumference of the base. Although I do appear to see something up there. Maybe that is a building. I'll go to that end and reverse course anyway. That'll be enough for today. Don't want the phone to run out of battery. I was right. This trail comes out near some buildings, specifically base housing, the PMQs. So I would have had to go a lot further on the pavement trail to get into the training area of the base again. You see? Here we are. We're coming out near some kind of playground and PMQ neighborhood. So that'll be the end of the video for now. And we'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.